morning, everyone, and welcome to the Timeless Roofing Friday Morning Sports Drive, coming to you live from Punks PB Jamm. The Timeless Roofing Friday Morning Sports Drive is sponsored by Allen Harmon Trucking, Amick Farms, Angie Fuller Rita Corner, Bailey & Son Music Company, Berry Insurance Agency, Bobby K. Roof Builders, Brown's Auto Detail, Cal Forest House District 39, Carolina Health Centers, Carolina Concrete, CB Forest & Son, CIA Towing, Circle B Reynolds, CM Tree Service, Holmes Meats, Homer Trucking, Crouch Hardware and Farm Supply, Dr. Ralph and Riley, MD, Economy Furniture, Edwards Heating and Cooling, Farm Bureau, H&R Block, Furlong's Lawn Care, Kelly White State Farm Insurance, Lake Murray Properties, Love's Handyman Service, Mason Painting Plumbing, Minnick Saluda Body Shop, Nick of Saluda, Fort Bradley and Meyer, Motor Coach Paint and Body Sales, Neighbors United Federal Credit Union, Newberry Hospital, Persimmon Hill Country Club, Price's Garage and Heavy Duty Towing, Punks PB Jamm, Ralph Sheely Kennedy Law Office, Ramey Funeral Home, Saluda Law, Saluda Nurse Rehab Center, Saluda Stockyard, Saluda County Water and Sewer Authority, Senator Billy Garrett, South State Bank, the Charlie Foundation, the South Carolina Education Lottery, the Town of Saluda, TimelessRoofingSC.com, Viva Broadband, Wizards of Batesburg Leesville, World Finance, and Westview Behavioral Health. We're so glad you joined us here for another Timeless Roofing Friday Morning Sports Drive, live from Punks PB Jamm. And good morning, everyone. We're glad to be back here with you on another Timeless Roofing Friday Morning Sports Drive. And we're gearing up to drive all the way to Chester tonight as we take on the Chester Cyclones. It's the Friday night edition of Saluda Now coming up. And the pregame's at 7, the kickoff's at 7:30. It's right there at 1330 J.R. Cochran Bypass in Chester where we'll be tonight. And we're glad to be here with you this morning. Thank you for joining us here back at Punks. We missed you last week. We had a bye week. I don't know what the fellas did, but we're going to check in with them. How y'all doing this morning?
Doing good. Glad to be back. Had 2 games back to back and then had an off week, so that was messed up our schedule a little bit, but we're back on on track.
And we want to give you our sympathy, Brandon, on your wife's grandfather passed away. I always called him Coach Greg Herlong. I was really inspired by him over the years, and he was a good man, and we gonna miss him.
Yes, sir. We appreciate it. We lost a good one this week, but
yes,
we'll bounce back.
That's right. Well, how you doing today, Tony? You doing good?
If I can wake up, I'm doing good. Just been a long night, but that's fine. Doing good. Enjoyed the bye week. And, ready to get back at it.
That's right. How about you, Noah?
I'm doing good. Kind of hated we didn't have football last week, but
yeah,
I guess for now we're wide open for 8 weeks.
Yeah, that's right. We and I don't know if y'all have seen it, but I posted the radio links for a lot of other games going on. I don't know if you had a chance to listen or not, I listened to the Chester. And in fact, yesterday I had the service for Mr. Wayne Matthews, and our regards go out to them today. But I met one of the speakers, including Johnny Corley, who's here. He was a speaker yesterday and did a good job. But a sled agent that worked with Wayne was there, and I went up to him after the service and was talking to him, and I didn't put the two and two together. And I said, "Do you work this area, as a sled agent?" And he said, "I'm no longer sled agent. I'm the sheriff of Chester County."
Oh, Lord.
I said, "Oh, really?" He said, "Yeah, I'm in my second term." I said, "Well, you do know we're gonna be playing y'all tomorrow night in football." He said, "I wasn't aware of that." But I said, "You come over there. You see Saluda now. You come on over there and get on the pod webcast with us." And he didn't say yay or nay, but anyway, but I got a kick out of that. And I'm not going to tell you what he said about Chester, but anyway, we'll see that tonight as we take them on. But we're looking for a great game. Get on up the road. Let's support our Tigers. Let's be in the stands. Let's be loud. Never been to Chester that I know of, Tony.
No, we played them last year here.
Yeah.
It was a Thursday night game. Got moved because of weather, whatnot.
Hurricane, wasn't it?
Yeah. I've been by the school and the stadium many a time in travels, but I've never actually been to the field to see anything. What it looks like and that sort of thing. It looks like from the road, you can see most of it from the road. Looks like it's a good, wide open, good stadium.
How about you,
plenty
Brandon?
of room and that sort of thing.
No, I was. I've heard a lot of football stories this week. Seems like we played them last year and we're gonna play them this year, but we hadn't played since. I was hearing dates of like late 70s.
Yeah,
it's been that long since we've played them.
Ancient history.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we was just babies, like Noah.
yeah, mid 70s. I was real babies.
Well, Chester has a great dirt track. I know that. Is it go-karts or is it regular
late model
cars?
It was it's a regular. Well, I don't know if it's still in existence. The track's still there. I don't know if they're using it or not.
I got you.
It's a old car dirt track.
Yeah.
It's up there near the interstate where 77 crosses there on that side of the county.
And one thing that Saluda has in common with Chester is a cow town, because they have a cow sale up there.
Yeah.
And I think I've been to that cow sale before, years ago when I was a boy. I don't know who I went with, but I'm pretty sure I remember eating hot dog up there.
There you go.
And hopefully we'll get more than a hot dog night. But listen, while we getting ready, we're going to go and talk to Willie a little bit. He wants to talk a little bit today. We want to hear from Willie's as we present to you Willie's winners. If I can get it pulled up, y'all.
Good afternoon, Sports Junkies. Holy moly, what a game this past Friday night up in Roebuck between the Eagles of Greenwood and Cavaliers of Dorman. If you were not there or listening to it, you missed out. There's the Cardiac Cox in Columbia and the Cardiac Eagles in Greenwood. Abbeville shocked the Panthers of B&L, and lo and behold, Warshaw's Purple Hornets are 3-0 and ranked in the South Carolina media poll. Keep up the great work, Hornets. I went 8-2 last week. I'm 23-4, which is an 85% winning percentage on the year. When the last time the Atlanta Braves had a winning percentage that good? Now for Willie's winners, Week 3, Lakeland's Top 10. Number 10, the McCormick Chiefs. Number 9, the 96 Wildcats. Number 8, the Emerald Vikings. Number 7, Calhoun Fall Flashes. Number 6, Greenwood Christian Hawks. Number 5, the Dixie Hornets. Number 4, Ware Shoals Purple Hornets. Number 3, Saluda Tigers. Number 2, Abbeville Panthers. Number 1, the Greenwood Eagles. Now, this week's games. Emerald Vikings at Broome Centurions. The Vikings set sail to invade the confounds of Spartanburg, but sail into a blockade of Centurions. Can the Vikings keep their sails flying high? Willie's winner. Boom. Saluda Tigers at Chester Cyclones. After a week off, the Tigers go on the hunt and head up north looking for some new jungles to explore. They run into a big cyclone in Chester that slows them down. Can the felines escape without being harmed? Willie's winner, Saluda. Wearshore's Purple Hornets at Town County Indians. The big bad Purple Hornets take their winning streak to Hiawassee, Georgia, to go up against the Indians of Town County. After the Indians put up a strong fight, they eventually run out of Hornet spray. Willie's winner, Wearshores. Lexington Wildcats at Greenwood Eagles. After excitement last Friday night, do the Eagles still have enough air under their wings to keep flying high, to stay out of reach of Coach Stuart Young's pesky Wildcats? Willie's winner, Greenwood. High school game of the week, 96 Wildcats at the Abbeville Panthers. This week matchup has two wild felines coming off of big wins last week. Now is the time to see which feline will be the dominant one for the Lakelands. Will it be Coach Bennett's Wildcats of 96 or Coach Nichols' Panthers of Abbeville in this key region game? Willie's winner, Abbeville. College games of the week. Number 12, Clemson Tigers at the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Tigers finally come out of their den and travel down I-85 to the great city of Atlanta. They come up against a swarm of Yellow Jackets looking at defending their nest. After a brutal fight out in the cow pasture, the dust settles. Only one is left. Willie's winner, Georgia Tech. Vanderbilt Commodores at number 11 South Carolina Gamecocks. The Vanderbilt Navy comes sailing down the Congaree River and tie up to Williams-Brice Stadium, looking at restocking their galley with some Yardbirds for their continued travels. But these Yardbirds will not be an easy catch in their own pen. Willie's winner, South Carolina. College game of the week. Number 6 Georgia Bulldogs at number 15 Tennessee Volunteers. One of the best rivalries in the SEC this weekend as the Dogs go up to Rocky Top. Uga and Smokey get into a big battle on top of the rock, and only one can claim it. Willie's winner, Tennessee. That's this week's games. Get out there and support your team, the cheerleaders, the bands, and the concessions. It's time for me to scat pack up out of here and head back to Columbia. Get me up on out of here.
All right. Thank you so much, Willie, for that good report today. And we want you to get out there and, like he said, let's support our players. Let's support our cheerleaders and everybody on the team. And we're looking forward to getting back on the football field tonight. And listen, we appreciate Willie stopping by. Hey, Willie's Winners is sponsored by Palmetto Peanuts. You can find them all over the Lakelands, including Food Line in Saluda. We appreciate him sponsoring that all week. Well, Ben, we've got some picks this week coming up, and I missed that last week. We've got two contests going on. Ms. Jennifer said, you better run Carolina and Clemson this week, and I said, okay. And we're going to do that. And nobody won the contest, by the way, the last time, and I can't even remember. Clemson was playing LSU, and South Carolina was playing Virginia Tech. No one got the correct score, which is hard to do, believe it or not, to get the correct score.
Especially the Carolina game. It was like 24-11.
Yeah,
I mean, most people wouldn't even pick the number like that.
And who would have thought it'd been 17-10, Clemson and LSU, not a lot of offense. But anyway, we're probably going to see more tomorrow as Clemson takes on Georgia Tech and South Carolina takes on Virginia Tech. I think Clemson's game is at 7:30.
No, it's at 12.
When is it now?
Clemson's playing Georgia Tech at 12 tomorrow.
Oh, 12 noon.
Yeah,
I've got the right time.
Yeah.
And then
South Carolina's playing Vanderbilt
7:45
at 7:45 on the SEC network.
I'll be getting sleepy by then. But let's look at the card, fellas, and we're gonna skip Clemson, Georgia Tech, and we'll skip South Carolina Vandy. We'll circle back around and come with them. But the first game on the card is also 12 noon. And I don't think a lot of folks are going to be watching this game, but we might clue in to see how Alabama's doing if DeBoer is still there. Y'all heard that the woman that won the Powerball offered to pay out DeBoer's buyout.
She said that she would pay out his $70 million to get him fired and the AD fired at Alabama.
Oh my! Go get his buyout too. But I don't think they took it too seriously. But anyway, it's just something to laugh at. But let's look Alabama and Wisconsin, and it's going to be at Tuscaloosa, Brandon.
Yeah, I'm not real sure what Wisconsin has this year, but if Alabama's a
cheese,
21-point favor. Alabama's not having a typical Alabama year right now, but I will take that Alabama takes the win on that.
Noah?
I'm gonna give Alabama the win, but they're not gonna cover that spread. They hadn't been doing so hot this year, so I don't know if it's the coach or the lack of talent thereof, but Alabama the win, but not the spread.
Tony?
I tend to agree. Wisconsin's coached by Luke Fickell, which is in his career is a good coach.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's got quite the talent. Alabama by 21 at home, they'll win the game, but I don't think by 21. Not this year.
Okay. And so the Badgers are going to lose that game most definitely. I don't know about that 21 either. That's a lot of points there. Here's a 3:30 matchup, all SEC. The Georgia Bulldogs are playing at Tennessee at Rocky Top, 3.5-point favored, Brandon.
This ought to be a good game.
It's actually 3 now.
Oh, it's done went down?
Mm-hmm.
So, Tennessee at home, Georgia playing decent ball, but I don't know. Something just tells me to lean toward Tennessee at home.
All right. For the Volunteers.
I'm going to agree with him. I'm going,
of course,
good old Rocky Top at home.
Noah.
I'm ready for y'all to end up like Alabama.
Wanting to fire?
No, I just want y'all to be a terrible team one year.
Okay. You sound like Kevin Crouch.
I don't know what either team has based on who they played so far this year. Tennessee's got a new transfer quarterback. Georgia's got Gunnar Stockton. This will be his third start overall now, fourth start in Tennessee. It's not a 12 o'clock game, so you got to give the fans a chance to get excited, if you will.
Yeah.
If Georgia wins, I don't think it's going to be by 3.5. I'm going to lean towards Georgia, but it's going to be awful close, even closer than 3. I would believe.
All right.
I would lean Georgia.
And I'm going with the Dogs too by touchdown.
I wonder why.
Okay, next on the card, LSU is going to be at home against Florida, and LSU's favored by a touchdown and a half a point. It's probably a touchdown now.
LSU's a good team, but Florida, I want to see how they bounce back from that South Florida loss. Or who did they play?
Yeah, it was South
Florida.
Yeah. It was bad.
It's interesting to see how they bounce back from that. But LSU's a good, strong team. I'm going to easily go LSU, especially at home.
At 7:30, Yep.
Yeah, I'm going LSU, and I say they cover the spread and then some.
As you said, the fans will be excited.
Yeah. A 7:30 LSU game, that's excitement for Baton Rouge.
In Death Valley.
That's excitement for Baton Rouge.
It's actually 8.5 now.
8.5, yeah. I don't think it's going to matter. I think if Brian Kelly as a LSU coach, I think is this their first home game for the year?
Yeah.
They traveled to Clemson and were they off last week or did they play last week?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a 7:30 game at Baton Rouge. They don't hardly lose 8 points. The way Florida played last week. I think it's even worse than that. Probably 14. They're gonna try to send a statement to let Georgia know, hey, it's us and y'all, and maybe Texas for the SEC title this year. This is where it starts for them.
They actually played LA Tech last week.
A tune-up game,
23-7.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're going to have to tune up that much to beat the Gators. I really think the Gators are garbage this year.
Yeah.
What is going on down there? I mean, does Steve
unfortunately,
Spurrier need to come out of retirement and take the program back over?
Well,
Is that what needs to be happening?
Florida is going through what Alabama's fixing to go through.
Yeah.
They went through or going through coaches that they don't necessarily live up to the Spurrier name, if you will. And, of course, DeBoer is not living up to the Saban name, if you will. You don't be the coach to follow the coach. But it's Florida. Why don't you have talent down there? Why can't you get talent down there? Just it doesn't make sense. And I think it's got a lot to do with the coach, who I think is a good coach, just not for that program. So
FireBillyNapier.com is going viral.
Oh, it's wild. I read an article first part of the week. It pretty much is about certain Florida people not wanting to pay the buyout until the end of the year. Otherwise, it would have happened Saturday when he left the field. So we'll see what happens. See how they perform this Saturday. We'll see what the buyout looks like.
Weren't they ranked like 13th? Didn't they fall out of the top 25?
Oh, they probably fell out of the top
50. They're hoping somebody will win the Powerball in Florida now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, we're going on to Notre Dame, Texas A&M. Ought to be a good game. I like this game. Notre Dame at home against Texas A&M. It's less than a touchdown, though, 6.5, Brandon.
Less than a touchdown. Notre Dame at home.
Yeah.
I've seen Notre Dame play once this year. I have not seen Texas A&M. I've heard some good things about both, and just out of a whim, I'm gonna go upset with A&M.
Okay.
Notre Dame lost to Miami. Was the opening game of the year?
Yes.
But I still think they'll beat Texas A&M at home, and I think they'll cover.
And actually, that's their only game. They were off last week.
That's right. And they ranked, 8th because they didn't.
Yes.
They didn't move. Yeah.
Right.
Notre Dame all the way.
Tony?
Yeah. I think A&M still new coaching staff from last year, but I think they didn't have a lot of experience returning. I think Notre Dame will win it and cover. Only a touchdown, a night game. I think Notre Dame wins and covers.
Okay. And y'all play the pick'ems. Go to Saluda now and look for the $50 gift card giveaway. Sponsored by Crouch Hardware and Farm Supply, 508 North Main, Saluda. They're open today, 7 a.m. to 5:30. Tomorrow, 7 to 4. Call 864-445-0062. And, yes, I do think that's going to be tough on A&M playing up there. It's a 7:30 night game. First home game of the year. I really think Notre Dame's going to beat the Aggies. Okay. Pittsburgh and West Virginia ought to be a barn burner right here. 7. Pitt's favored by 7, but West Virginia's at home is 3:30, Brandon.
Yeah, even though West Virginia's at home, Pitt, they're not world beaters, but they're a good, solid team. So I'm going with Pitt on this one.
Okay.
I will agree. It's a 3:30 game, but Pitt at West Virginia. I got Pitt.
All right.
This is what I think what they call the backyard brawl between these two teams. One of the old school games, if you will. I don't think West Virginia really has a home field advantage anymore. Perhaps like they used to. I agree with Brandon. Pitt's a solid team. They're not going overly whatever. But only 7 points. I think they come out. I think they come out a winner.
Pittsburgh's had 2 home games. They beat the Quincy 61-9.
Who's that?
Lander.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Pittsburgh and Central Michigan 45-17 last week, And looking at West Virginia, they have played 45-3 Robert Morris the first week, week 0, and then Ohio beat them last week 17-10. I got to go with you. Pittsburgh ought to win that game easily tomorrow. Okay, next on the card is Texas Tech and Oregon State, and Texas Tech is favored by 24. Brandon, it's a 3:30 matchup.
3:30. Texas Tech at home. Oregon State, I think, is kind of still in a decline. Texas Tech, I'm just gonna say, is maintaining.
Yeah.
With them 24 points favored, I'm going Texas Tech.
I think I said Oregon. I meant Oregon State.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Noah?
Yeah, I'll go Texas Tech and home against Oregon State. Was that 3:30 game? I
Yes.
say they win, but they won't cover.
I don't know what Oregon State's got this year. I think I tried to watch a piece of one of their games 2 weeks ago or something, and it wasn't a whole lot to it. I think Texas Tech actually covers. Nobody likes to go to Lubbock. There's nothing in Lubbock.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
I think Texas Tech covers and wins the game.
Nothing in Lubbock. I've never been to Lubbock. Texas Tech has played Arkansas Pine
Bluff.
Bluff
Yeah.
67-7 the first week.
Who are they?
Beat Kent State 62-14 last week. Yeah.
Two.
Oregon State. What are they? The Beavers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have lost to California 34-15 and Fresno State 36-27. Yeah, that's, I guess, the that Pac-12 team, and they're still second in the Pac-12 and then lost 2 games. But anyway,
So you might see Texas Tech drop 100.
Yeah, it might be bad.
Seems like it.
I doubt I'm going to see it because I doubt I will watch that game 3:30.
No,
I'll be
you're
watching my
I
Bulldogs.
was
You can be watching Georgia.
The Bulldogs. As Matthew says, the Bulldogs.
The dogs.
You'll be singing Rocky Top by then, won't you?
Uh-oh. look
No,
out.
but somebody will on the telephone.
On the telephone.
3:30, we see the Trojans and the Boilermakers team up against each other. And my goodness, Purdue must not be doing too well. They're not even favored at home. The Trojans are favored by 3 touchdowns, Brandon, and it is a 3:30 matchup too.
Yeah, I don't think the Boilermakers have much going on, and especially, like you said, at home and a 21-point underdog at home.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to lean toward USC.
Yeah, USC will win that one at home. What time is it?
That's on the
3:30.
road. It's at Purdue.
Okay. All right. Well, then I say they win, but don't cover if it's at Purdue.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to matter. The USC, Lincoln Riley, I'm sorry, his brother. I'm thinking about his brother. Lincoln Riley, if he got a chance to pour it on, he's going to pour it on, and I think they do. So
Yeah.
I think USC wins probably by even more than 21.
Okay. The next one on the card is Miami of Florida, and they're going to be playing South Florida. It's a 4:30 matchup, and sort of odd time, but I think that's the way the networks have got it now. 18-point favorite there at 4:30. Brandon, in Miami.
South Florida coming off a big win last
Yeah.
week against
Forgot
Florida. I think they're going to come out with a lot more ambition than what they have probably been predicted in the past. But 18-point favorite would be in Miami, and Miami at home. I'm going Miami.
Okay.
We'll have to agree with that. Miami's at home, so we'll go Miami, and they cover.
Sometimes it's hard to predict college kids up and down. South Florida coming off of that big win against Florida with a last-second field goal, and then having to travel to Miami. I actually think they'll keep it close for a while, but I think Miami wins, but they don't cover the 18.
Ought to be a great contest. There's 2 undefeated teams play one another. But I'm telling you, their luck's run out against the Hurricane. That's a strong Hurricane team, especially with Carson Beck as the quarterback. Pretty good team there. So I look for Miami to cover the spread and more. Ole Miss and Arkansas, they're in the Grove, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a great tailgate night, 7 o'clock kickoff. They'll be tailgating all day long. It's going to be a touchdown favorite over the Hogs, Brandon.
Some reason I feel like this game will be a little closer than the spread.
Uh-oh.
Even though Mississippi's at home, Arkansas, I think, is really trying to turn their program around. I'll still go with Mississippi, but I don't know if Mississippi covers that 7-point spread.
Noah?
Is Arkansas in the SEC?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
SEC game at 7 o'clock at home. Ole Miss will win that one by a long shot.
Tony?
I know Arkansas likes to keep things, well, tries to keep things close. I don't know. At Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin's known for wide open offenses. Didn't Ole Miss squeak by Kentucky last week, or did they end up blowing them out?
They did 30-23.
Yeah.
Just barely got by.
Yeah. And Kentucky's kind of been a nemesis for Ole Miss the last few years, and they got over that hump. I think they actually beat Arkansas by a good bit at the Grove. Again, that's another similar LSU environment. You give them all day to get excited. I think they'll take care of it. Ole Miss by a bunch.
Arkansas played Alabama. A&M, okay, and they beat them 52-7. Arkansas beat Arkansas State 56-14, and I'm gonna go for an upset. I'm gonna call and predict an upset. Alert! It's not gonna be happy in the Grove. The Razorbacks are gonna be too fast for them, and they're gonna get over that hump finally. And they're going to beat Ole Miss in the Grove tomorrow night. It may be close, but we will see. That's my prediction. Okay, now we have next on the card is we're going to skip over the South Carolina Vandy game. Tulane and Duke by a point. My goodness. 8 o'clock matchup, Brandon.
Woo. A 1-point favorite ain't much of a favorite. Tulane at home. I'm gonna go with the major upset here with Duke.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. I'll go Duke. I don't know even who Tulane is, so we're just gonna go with Duke.
That's pretty much a normal situation. A 1-point game, and
do either one of them even have a football team? Isn't Duke known for basketball?
Yeah, I would take that as a coin toss. Duke struggled. I think Duke struggled last week. I think they won the game, but they struggled for a while. I'll take Tulane, but the point is either way. But I'll take Tulane to squeak one out, maybe.
Okay. Yes. Last week Duke got beat 45-19. They played Illinois.
That's right.
They beat Elon 45-17.
Who is that?
Small school.
Yeah, no wonder it's a point.
Yeah.
Yeah, no wonder it's a point, y'all. I really don't know. I mean, that's just like, let's toss a coin and see what lies on head.
Yeah.
And
I ain't gonna say that's a game nobody really cares about, but still, 1 point and
there must not be no money on it.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's at 8 o'clock.
Tulane beat South Alabama 33-31, and they beat Northwestern 23-3. Yeah, I think Tulane's going to.
They beat Northwestern.
Beat the Duke. Yes.
Okay.
Northwestern, 23-3.
Huh. Wow.
Northwestern must not have much this year.
Which is an odd
They're
statement.
0-1. Okay, that's the only game they played.
Which is an odd statement because the Fox networks actually got Oregon and Northwestern as their big noon game today or tomorrow. So I don't know what that says about Northwestern or Fox for that matter.
I guess they got to fill the TV schedule out or something. I don't know.
So. Apparently, nothing else in the Big Ten is working.
It's got to be about selling ads and
it must be
all that, because that don't make no sense.
Yeah, that's all I'd set up.
Yep, let's toss a coin. I don't know what to say on that, fellas. All right, 10:30 at night. If you want to stay up all night and watch games, you can do it. And it's the Minnesota and California 10:30 matchup, and the Minnesota, what's their mascot?
Golden Gophers.
The Golden Gophers are favored 1.5 against California, and they're the Gold Rush, right?
The Golden Bears.
Golden Bears, that's right. That's right. Yeah. 1.5 favorite at California, Brandon.
1.5 spread. California at home, with Minnesota favored by 1.5 coming in. Don't know much about California.
Me neither. I don't want to go.
I'm going to lean with the spread and go Minnesota.
Well, this is like the game before. I mean, it's a 1.5. Just flip a coin. Minnesota's coming in as a 1.5. I mean, I'm going to go California just because they're at home.
Okay. Tony?
Yeah, it's a late night game, even though Minnesota's somewhat used to later games because their time zone is different than ours, obviously. But sometimes that affects people, and sometimes it doesn't. But I think Minnesota wins that one probably by a touchdown or more.
All right, and you can put your two TVs together and watch Boston College and Stanford. But Boston College is favored 13 points. Is Stanford in the ACC now?
Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah. So is California.
Oh, how about that, Brandon?
Yeah. So is California.
California. On the West Coast.
From coast to coast, yeah, absolutely. Right. Yeah, from coast to coast.
And it ain't even the Atlantic coast, the Pacific coast, but anyway.
They just call it the Coastal Conference now.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just kidding. They might as well.
Might as well.
Stanford at home, Boston College favored almost 2 touchdowns coming in. Boston College, I don't think, again, not world beaters, but a solid enough team to come in and handle Stanford at Stanford.
All right.
I will agree with Brandon at Boston College. I'll say they win and cover.
Yeah, Boston College is nothing going to excite you. They're coached by, if I ain't mistaken, Bill O'Brien's back up there.
Didn't he used to teach it?
Just a solid. He's a good coach. That? Just a solid coach. Down to earth. He's kind of a Bill Belichick. Nothing's gonna wow you. I think the time zone, Boston College being from our side and Stanford being from the other side at a 10:30 game, it's gonna take Boston College a few minutes to get their legs under them, but I think they end up just barely covering the 13. I think Boston College will win it.
Is Doug Flutie back up there?
No, I don't think Doug's gonna pull the trigger on the quarterback deal this go around. He's still doing Nugenics. No, it ain't Nugenics. Nugenics, yeah, Nugenics TV ad.
Okay.
Yeah, him and Frank Thomas. Anyway.
Yeah, I might need some Nugenics. In about 10 years. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I agree. It's going to be a Boston College Eagle day. All right. Now, for the games we really want to talk about, the $50 gift card giveaway. The first game, a 12 o'clock matchup, Clemson and Georgia Tech. Listen, go to the post, guess the correct score. You've got to get the exact score. Somebody said, well, I was close. Did I win? No. You've got to get the exact score. Just like those Powerball numbers.
Yeah.
You got to get every one of them right.
All or nothing.
And win a $50 gift card. Okay. Brandon, Clemson, Georgia Tech. And it is going to be in Atlanta, right?
Oh, yeah.
Bobby Dodd Stadium.
It's going to be in Atlanta. I mean, everybody knows my blood runs orange.
3.5. I meant to say that.
3.5 favored Clemson coming in to Georgia Tech. But I believe Georgia Tech has the ingredients and the players and everything to take care of Clemson. If Clemson plays to their ability that we
Yeah.
have not seen this year, I don't think we've seen the ability out of either of our two big South Carolina teams this year. Clemson has got to start clicking on offense a lot better. Their defense is hit and miss. It's going to be a close game. I'm leaning for Clemson to win, but Georgia Tech has everything to take Clemson out if they don't play Clemson ball.
Noah?
I'm gonna go Georgia Tech. Clemson has not impressed me this year. They lost to LSU to open the year, and then they were losing to Troy at halftime.
Yeah.
So at home.
Yes.
So I am not giving Clemson anything. I'm going Georgia Tech.
All right. Tony?
I agree with everything Brandon said. Potential's there for Clemson. Potential's there for Georgia Tech. This game is always, I'm talking back as far as you can remember, within few exceptions, nip and tuck. This 3.5 points is probably a good spread. If it's down to 3 or up to 4 or whatever, that's potential on both sides. I think we got a better defense than Georgia Tech, but our offense, I say I'm a Clemson fan. We got to learn. I say learn. We got to get separation with our wide receivers to be able to move the ball. Clemson wins the game, but it's probably going to be at the last minute.
Yeah.
But I think we got a good enough defense to suppress a little bit of Georgia Tech, even at home. It's a 12 o'clock kick, which is early. So maybe that'll be to Clemson's benefit. Again, Nobody gets excited at 12 o'clock, and so we'll see. But
listen,
it's going to be close.
If Russia was playing for Georgia Tech, I'd pull for Russia. So I'm going to be a big Clemson fan tomorrow, and I think they're going to pull it out. I think Dabo's going to give them another locker room talk. They may be down at halftime, but they'll come back and win the game. Tigers on top. Next game, and pick this, get the correct pick, the exact score, win a $50 gift card, go to Saloon Now Post, and it's made possible by Crouch Hardware and Farm Supply. South Carolina, Virginia, Vanderbilt, excuse me, and they're favored by 4.5, Brandon. And I think that line has actually failed to 4. 7:45 kickoff.
Yeah, I think this is a little deceiving. Carolina, again, neither one of our two big schools have played to their potential this year. Carolina at home. What time is that game?
7:45.
7:45. I think
at the Bryce.
I think they're gonna have time to get excited, as we say. But I think that atmosphere will be a little bit too much for Vandy. I think Carolina takes care of business. May have to do some cleaning up after halftime, but I think Carolina takes care of Vandy.
I'm a huge Carolina fan, so we're gonna rock with Carolina over Vandy. This is probably gonna be our first toughest game. Virginia Tech was pretty easy, and South Carolina State was just another high school team. So I'm interested to see how we do against some real competition.
I think it's going to be close into the fourth quarter, but I think South Carolina ends up winning the game. Vanderbilt surprise from last year with fighting Diego Pavia, by the way, extended through last year and into this year so far. But I think a night game at the Bryce, somewhat equal competition. I'd give South Carolina slightly better advantage on talent, and I think by the fourth quarter they'll pull away by 8 to 10. South Carolina covers and wins the game.
I think South Carolina's going to win by 13. They're going to be diving off that ship trying to get back to Nashville. It's going to be bad for Vanderbilt. South Carolina really is going to show out this Saturday night, and you can go over there and be in Columbia, be at the game. But speaking of being at the game, it's time now for the Coach Greg Warner Show. Sponsored by Crouch Hardware and Farm Supply, 508 North Main, Saluda. And today we're going to have a visit with Coach Warner. We're going to talk about last week's game not last week, excuse me, the week before last, as we played the Ridge Spring Trojans. And Coach Warner, thank you for joining us on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
And if you can think back 2 weeks, that's hard to believe. It's been that long, but of course we had a bye week last week, Coach. And thank you for joining us today. And tell us a little bit about the game against Ridge Spring.
Yeah, it was a good game. It's opened up real quick with 2 quick scores. Tristan Daniels took the second play. I think it was 67 yards on a sweep to the house, and then defense went out there and got a 3 and out, and CJ Springs returned the punt. So we were up 14-0 real quick on them. And then we got the ball back and drove it down and stubbed our toe a little bit on the goal line and had a chance to really put them away right there. But Ridge Spring fought hard. They played really hard all game and really made a game of it. It took late in the third quarter before we really felt real comfortable with it. So,
right. And we want to also congratulate the player of the game, for the player of the week, by Farm Bureau, right there at 444 North Main Street in Saluda. Call them today, 864-445-8101. Congratulations, Brian Gomez. And how did he do, Coach?
Brian did great. He graded out 97.
Wow.
So he pretty much almost did everything he was asked to do the right way. He's an anchor for us up there on the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
And he was last year for us. He's a returning starter along with Sid Shaw and Walt Cannon up there on the offensive line. Senior leader, and he just gets after it every play. And you need guys like that if you're gonna be successful in this game. So,
congratulations, Brian Gomez. And we're looking forward to the game tonight. The pregame's at 7 o'clock and the kickoff at 7:30 as we travel up the road to take on the Chester Cyclones, Coach.
Yes, sir. It's a little bit of a drive. Last year this was a real tough game for us.
Right.
It was a good measuring stick. I believe this year Chester was pretty high in the rankings, preseason rankings. So I know they're a good ball program. They're fast, athletic, well coached. So again, it's going to be a tough game, back and forth, hopefully, and just ready for it.
Okay. And y'all got anything?
With the bye week, good practice.
Yeah. The guys got some much needed rest. We had a couple really good focused practices. Just getting better at what we do. And then going into the weekend, being able to really take a deep breath and get a good look at Chester going into the game week. So, it was a good week to have off.
Even with the holiday, it gave them an extra
little
bit of
even
rest,
with the holiday, yeah. That was good that you didn't have to fight trying to get the boys in on a holiday and anything like that. So it timed up really good, really well.
Injury report for the team. Everybody good?
I think we're healthy. Yeah, I think we're pretty much healthy. I know Ridge Spring, we had a couple bumps and bruises there towards the end, but that bye week, everybody's healthy. We should have everybody going into this game. So
good deal.
Well, we appreciate you coming today, Coach, and we want to ask everybody to get on up the road.
Yes, sir. Come on out. Go Tigers.
That's right. Let's come up the road. As I said earlier, it's a cow town. Chester is, just like Saluda, and we're looking forward to that. We've been knocking around where we're going to eat. If y'all got any suggestions, let me know out there. I've never eaten Chester before, except right there at the interstate at McDonald's when we was going up to Carowinds, excuse me. And so come on out tonight. Let's support our Tigers as we travel up the road to take on the Cyclones. Anything else today you want to share with us, Coach?
Oh, come on out.
That's great. And
Longest road trip of the year, because the only 2 road trips we got is Thurman and Batesburg. So
how about that?
everything else will be at home next 5 weeks.
Yeah.
That's great.
Next 5
We
weeks at home.
appreciate Coach Greg for stopping by. And we appreciate Punks for letting us come out today. I don't know what the lunch special is, but when I find out, I will let you know. They've got a good breakfast till 9:30 this morning, and we appreciate Punk and Gwen for letting us come out today for the Timeless Roofing Friday Morning Sports Drive live from Punks PB Jamm. Folks, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you up the road tonight as we travel on up the road to take on the Cyclones. 7 o'clock pregame, 7:30 kickoff. So long, everybody. Have a wonderful day.